Hey Tamara, how are you?
Hey Britt, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. I was wondering if you have time to do a quick 18 questions.
I sure do.
All right, well, let's get started. Well, what's your name and position?
So, my name is Tamara Watney Campbell, and I am the Business Development Manager with Aquatera.
Awesome. So, how long have you worked with Aquatera?
I've been with Aquatera for 5 years.
So, have you always worked in your position or have you started out as something else?
So I haven't always been in this position. This is actually fairly new in the last, I think 4 or 5 months. So prior to that, I worked at the treatment plant for Aquaterra, the water and wastewater treatment plant. And prior to that, I worked in account services. So I've kind of worked in different areas within the company. So it's been a lot of fun to get to know different areas and different things, different people. Yeah, it's been really great experience.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
I think the best piece of advice I've received is from my dad. So, growing up, he would tell my siblings and I that we're responsible for our lives. So, our attitude, the decisions we make, the paths we take, the effort we put in, or how we react to situations, and really what we wanted of life. So, we learned that it's up to us to make what we want of things. So, I think that's the best advice that I've gotten.
So, what's the last favorite TV show, movie, or book you watched and why?
So the last TV show that I watched was Yellowstone. And it's just a show that we kind of stumbled on. And my husband and I, we don't often have the same taste in shows. So it was actually a show that we watched together and we both really enjoyed. So if you haven't seen it, it's really good.
So, what's your favorite way to get some exercise?
Our favorite way is just getting outside. So walking, biking, skiing, hiking, snowshoeing. We have so many beautiful trails and opportunities in this area to enjoy the beautiful outdoors, and it's something that our family we love to do together. So we have four beautiful kids, and we just love to get outside.
So, what's your favorite thing about our community?
I think my favorite thing about our community is really how giving it is. So you just see time and time again how people step up to help those when needed. There's so many examples of this, and it's just very heartwarming that people just really come together when there's a need or an opportunity.
I could not agree more. So, what's your favorite flower or plant?
So I have two favorite flowers. One is peonies. I just think they're so beautiful and they smell wonderful, and it's kind of nostalgic for me. So my grandparents had them growing up in their garden, which are still there today. So it's just one that I grew up and I just absolutely love them. And then my second favorite flower is a calla lily. I think they're so beautiful, and we had them in our wedding. And yeah, so those are my two favorite flowers.
So, what fictional family would you be a member of?
Well, we're also Game of Thrones fans, so I think I would be part of House Stark. So something that I just really admire about that family is that they're really close. And they were taught to always do the right thing. So even when it's hard to do, the right thing is rarely the easy thing to do. But even when it's, the hard thing to do, they're taught that's what should be done. They're just really close family, and they band together or rally together when they need each other, right? And so I don't know, I'd be part of that family.
So, what's your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest accomplishment is our kids. So like I said, we have four beautiful kids, and being a mom is hands down the most rewarding thing to me. So
So, what would be your most used emoji?
this is a tough one, but I think the laughing emoji. I have, a little bit of a humor, and I love a good dad joke. So I think just the laughing emoji. I like to kid around and keep things kind of light and fun. So
And I would agree because I think that's the one I receive most from you as well. So, if you were a wrestler, what would be your entrance theme song?
um, I think I'll go with Eye of the Tiger. I'm not big into wrestling, but if I was, I think I would have that as my theme song.
So, you have to sing karaoke. What song do you pick?
Hmm. So I've never done karaoke before, but I have been known to sing in my vehicle or at home. And I think one of my favorite things to do is, it doesn't matter what song it is, but to sing in my vehicle, trying to embarrass my kids, other people looking. So really, I think any song.
Oh, I'm sure your kids love that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So what's a talent or skill you possess that someone might not know about you?
So as my husband says, you're a dead shot. So with a bow and a rifle, I don't get out much and I never grew up doing it, but when we do go out target shooting, I'm pretty good at it.
Oh,
My goal is to beat my husband.
What brings you the most joy?
I have to say my family. I'm really, truly blessed to have, my family and my extended family. So my parents and my husband's family and my siblings. And I'm just really blessed to have a big family, and we're very close. Lots of nieces and nephews, my kids. And yeah, it just brings me joy as when we're all together and having fun. And
so what's your favorite thing about working for Aquatera?
My favorite thing about working for Aquatera is hands down people. So I've met some amazing people with Aquatera, people with just really good character, high integrity, high quality people, and some pretty funny people too. So, Aquatera is just a really great place to work, and just love the people, my coworkers who become family and friends.
So what was your favorite game to play as a child?
As a child, I love to play kick the can. So we used to play this out in the neighborhood with the neighborhood kids. And even to this day, I still love a good game of kick the can. So if we're out camping, it's just such a fun game. You can play it in the dark or in the light, and yeah, it's fun.
So for those of our listeners who don't know what kick the can is, what is it?
It's kind of like hide and seek / tag. So there's a can, which is home free, and one person's it and everyone disperses, and then the person who's it is trying to find people. So every time you kick a can, you're home free, and everybody's home free or someone's caught. So the last person caught is the next person to be it.
And if anybody wants to play kick the can, would you be available? Awesome. So would you call yourself an introvert, an extrovert, or an ambiovert?
I'm probably an ambiovert. I'm really a homebody, so sometimes it can be hard to get me out. I love to be at home with our kids, playing games or reading a book or baking. But when I do get out and I'm with people, I can be extroverted as well. So I love being around people, but I love being at home and having my quiet time. So I think I'm probably right in the middle there.
Okay, so for our final and 18th question, what person has made the most positive influence in your life?
So I think my grandparents, my Oma and Opa, they immigrated to Canada from Holland, and they came to Canada so that their family could have a better future. So they were really strong examples of hard work and determination, and family was always the center. So, they really emulated the importance of family and being there for one another. And yeah, they were just really strong examples to me of, helping others and kindness and doing the right thing. So they're definitely probably most positive influence in my life.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Tamara, and getting to know a little bit more about you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Brittany.